Alright, this message is for Sagittarius. It is May 17th. I'm trying to get back into getting on here a lot more, so thank you guys for returning and watching these videos. Please like, comment, or subscribe to help this channel out. It's appreciated when you guys do. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you subscribe, you'll get daily messages from me. They're usually about a half an hour long, 20 minutes, depends. I don't like too long ones. I feel like I got ADHD, so I space the fuck out. When readers go on and on and on, I'm like, holy fuck. I almost don't want to even click on some of the readings because they're like an hour long. I'm like, I do not have time to watch an hour long reading. I don't even want to use these guys. Because that's a big chunk of my time. Sometimes I just want a quick reading. Alright, what do we have for Saggy? What do you need to know? Any messages for my Sag? Call from my herself. You bring clarity to messages. I was just saying I call upon my higher self. Look at my higher self popped right out. Just as I was saying. That's weird. Change. Higher self. Your higher self is initiating change. Number 13. 12, 13. So let's see what it has to say. Unknown, redirection, discomfort, uncertainty. Your higher self advises you to prepare for unexpected change. Oh boy. When it arrives, do not get swept up in the fear and reactivity that this change will incite in those around you. Change is not necessarily bad, and when you're not in danger, you may, however, be uncomfortable as life directs you in ways you did not expect. Oh boy. Handle the added stress of change by staying out of your head and getting more into your body. Redirect your uncertainty into physical exercise and activities to offset the overthinking and maintain an equilibrium. Take up running, do yoga, for example, to help you dispel the stress and anxiety that unexpected change causes rather than drown in apprehension of what is to come. Check with your inner guidance as you go. Your higher self also advises you to be open to the changes showing up. It's challenging to enter the unknown, but your higher self calmly assures you that no matter what you unfolds, it's all in divine order and you are safe. The process of change can be unsettling, but your higher self informs you that the outcome will bring positive new opportunities in the end. So you are possibly going to be going through some unexpected changes. Let's see if the Tower card comes out. It usually comes out with unexpected change. So it's telling you you're safe. You might have some discomfort. Oh, a soulmate coming. Maybe your soulmate's on its way. The Hermit. In reverse, maybe your soulmate was a Virgo. It's the Hermit card. Maybe you're releasing a soulmate. I don't know. That could be it. However, maybe you went within and you're coming out and you found a soulmate. I don't know. Why is the Hermit reversed? Let's check. Whoa. So there's some sort of unbalance here. Reminiscing. Judgment reversed. Judgment reverse can be afraid of change. That's funny. Procrastination, self-doubt. Why is soulmate here? Why is it two? Someone is emotional. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. King of Cups. They could be being very what is the word? Insecure, defensive, it's not being in their higher selves. Unrequited love, deceit, jealousy. Boy, I don't like any of this energy. I wonder you're probably changing in their head. So I think you might have a soulmate. Okay, I'm getting it. So I think the change is you possibly left a water sign. They're feeling jealous, insecure. They're up at night. Look at them at night, just stressing. I feel like they could be a water sign. If not, they are just somebody that's just in their emotions. I feel like you possibly left them behind. Or you are about to. What else do you know about them? You're indecisive on whether you want to make this change or if you made the right choice and blah, blah, blah. So you could be going into isolation right now. You're going through some sort of setbacks. Holy shit, man. Let's get into it here. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. Yeah, there's a lot of, you're going into isolation right now. You have a lot of confusion. You're scared of change. You're reminiscing about shit. You're in your head. You're out of balance over these setbacks. Possibly a relationship ending, a commitment of some sort not working. Could be a friendship too. Some sort of thing, but I'm getting more commitment. Because there's soulmate. Gossip, anxiety. It's in reverse. So maybe you're coming out of that. You've been pretty stressed. So I feel like you've been going through a lot of anxiety lately. Yeah, Tower. Remember I said I wonder if the Tower will come out? Tower and then New Beginnings in reverse right behind it. So you're stressed about these new beginnings. All right. So your higher self is reminding you right now that this change is good. If you have not went through a big change yet, you should expect unexpected changes that could take place here when it comes to a soulmate. That's part of it. Another part is you could just be going into isolation, deciding what. Maybe you had some setbacks in your life. You're scared to do this new beginning because the stork is in reverse, which is new beginnings. And look at the first thing on the thing, change, movement, new beginnings, transition. It's reversed, change. So Tower is an unexpected change. And then you're like, I don't know, I can't fly that way. So you're in reverse. It's telling you to stop stressing and having anxiety about these changes. You went through some sort of setbacks recently. You're very unbalanced. You could be, you're in conflict. You're just in indecision right now. Maybe loss. Maybe you're in some sort of loss. I do find it yourself. You're going within and maybe you're isolating right now, reminiscing. You're definitely off balance. I feel like a commitment has ended of some sort. I'm definitely getting soulmate. Indecisive. Look at this. Like, should I do it? Should I do it? Like, should I take this leap of faith? You're in your head. It is reminding you, though, that change is good. I'm going to use... I'm going to use one more of those cards, actually. What else do we have? For Sagittarius. What else do we have? Messages. We have abundance. So you are going to be stepping into abundance. So you need to, like this Wala said, the process of change can be unsettling, but your higher self informs you that the outcome will bring positive new opportunities in the end. Then this next thing right after it, abundance. The 36. Receiving surprises, kindness, and blessings. The universe is showering you with gifts. However, many of these divine offerings may go unnoticed and are therefore unacknowledged and unaccepted by you. Your joy guides are on hand. Helping to correct this oversight, they invite you to become aware of the bounty that is flowing into your life. Take care not to miss or take it for granted the gifts that are flowing your way. Start each morning by asking the universe to gift you with something wonderful during the day. And then just before going to bed, list all the wonderful gifts you received that day. Notice how the list grows longer and longer by the day. Your joy guides not only ask you to acknowledge these bountiful offerings, but thank the loving universe for its endless generosity. Gratitude is a magnet that attracts overflowing love and abundance. So lately there's been a lot of it's telling you to be great, stay in gratitude, let your spirit, talk to divine, tell them thank you, because it will go a long way and it will help you receive more abundance. You need to thank all and be grateful for what you do have right now. It can be always a lot worse, trust me. The gratitude is the magnet that attracts overflowing love and abundance. Fill your heart with gratitude and appreciation for the good things in your life right now. More blessed abundance is on its way. So it's just a nice reminder to be grateful. Yeah, you might be feeling balanced right now. You might be in your head right now. You're fucking stressed out. There's something going on with unrequited love. So it's one-sided. Yeah. Someone might be acting defensive, insensitive, insecure, and maybe it's got you in your head. Maybe you're reminiscing though, so that's making you. You're definitely in your head right now. You're kind of trying to weigh out things, and it's making you super unbalanced right now. These setbacks. Maybe you were fighting and fucking they were being mean, going for the kill, saying some harsh shit to you, or just not treating you fair. And this could be in a commitment of some sort. So now you're stressed. You're trying to let go of that anxiety. You're in anxiety, and this all happened. Something happened really quick, and you're not sure whether to do this new change. What do we have for the shadow side here? These aren't the right ones. Almost fucked up again. Where are they? Wait a minute. Yeah, these are the right ones. I just have the wrong card. Dependencies. Find strength in self-sufficiency and empowerment. Reliance, neediness, addiction. So don't be dependent. You need to work on your dependency, or maybe someone's being dependent on you and needy. There's some sort of neediness. Maybe this person is being needy towards you. Or maybe you're dependent on them and that's why you're conflicted. Somebody might be way too dependent on someone, so that's what has them in their head. Yeah, You need to focus on your self-worth right now. Get your independence back. Because abundance will be on your way. You just got to make that step and embrace this change as it happens. It's going to feel awkward. Change sucks. Nobody likes change. But later on down the road, you will realize why you went through it. It's hard to see right now. And you will be stressed like this little mouse. And he's just like, oh, holy fuck, I don't know. He's just like timid, scared to come out and see what's out in this big old world. He's all stressed out and like scared. That's you with change. And when this tower hits, you're like, fuck, what'd I do? Maybe you're dependent on someone, or you guys are dependent on each other. So focus on your self-worth. Something's gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen that causes this change, but there will be a shake-up. But you will, it's meant to happen. Tower is not always bad, but sometimes the tower needs to hit. Lightning needs to strike that tower for it to crumble down so it can go to a different path. And sometimes that's the only way, is to let it hit the ground and start over. Pick up those passions again. Your self-worth. Focus on things you love doing. Creating. Maybe you have an artistic side. Start picking up on shit like that. Distract yourself while all this is happening. Cool. Maybe you like to read. Maybe you like to draw. Maybe you like doing tarot. Spiritual shit. I don't fucking know. Yoga. Meditating. Anything. Coloring. Just kidding. Anything you like. You need to focus on your passions again. Create something. Focus on your self-worth. Getting your independence back. And don't be scared, because Spirit says you are safe. So don't be worried about what's going to happen. Hey, I'm going to pull one last card here, Saggy. And then I'm going to go from there. What do we have for Sag, just to close it up for today? Holy. The situation calls for adaptability and innovation. See? Adapt to these changes. And it's in reverse, so that means you're not. Maybe you're fighting it. Monkey. No matter what's happening right now, you've got to be able to first adjust to the circumstances at hand, then generate creative solutions or ideas and act on them. This situation will require you to get your hands on it, take a good look at it, and use your intelligence coupled up with your gut sense to evaluate it. That's this going in isolation. Then choose a course of action. Don't get rigid about your choice. However, as once you make your move, new factors will come into play and you may have to adjust your course again. That's this tower. That's this tower hitting. It puts you on a different course. Sometimes very rapidly. Count on it. So like I said, boom, something hits that tower, it fucking crumbles. Rapid. And boom, you're like, which way do I go? I gotta do a different thing. And it's unexpected, just like this said. The change, this one said, changes are coming very quick. This is saying it. This is a double confirmation. That's so fucked. These are all about change. This is crazy. It's kind of like a swinging from tree to tree. You have a very quick anticipated branch to grab a hold of. Don't just get discouraged if one of the directions don't pan out. Just be willing to shift and it will work out. From time to time, use that keen mind of yours to stop and assess what's happening. Then continue on, perhaps with a slight change. What the fuck is going on in your course? These are all different cards and they're all about change. Based on whatever new information you get. Once you stop and look back, you'll see that every move was timely and purposeful. So you'll see later on why this happened. You have an amazing ability to move through life in a fluid, poetic fashion. Whether or not you're aware of it, just don't get stuck on old habits or routines. Trust in that you can do no wrong. So don't go back to old habits. You're like maybe it's easier sometimes just be like, oh, I'm just going to go back to my old ways. No, don't do that, because you did all that growth. Don't fucking let a big change like this shift you backwards. Keep going. Adapt as you go. And don't let this set you off to go back to what you outgrew. Change is scary. And maybe this already happened. Maybe you already went through a big shakeup. And it's just telling you to, and maybe you're still stressing. Maybe you are working on yourself, but this also could be coming up. But you will find your abundance at the end of it and your self-worth. So that makes it all worth it. I'm going to do one last card. I know I keep saying one last card. This is the last one. I'm going to flip it, actually. Okay, 2 last cards. Participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich and so are you. The door is open. Pure intention can open doors and the universe can make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in the goodness and watch the magic happen. So maybe you're not realizing the door is open and you need to start believing and walk through that door. So maybe you're not doing it. And it's telling you to participate in these changes and walk through that fucking door that's open. Okay. If this resonates, please let me know. If it didn't, please let me know. Please like, comment, show your support. That really helps. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, I'm getting back into this, so I'm glad I got through that creative block. Alright, Saggy. Well, like I said, if you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe. And if you're not, welcome back. And please just hit like or comment and show your support. Okay, bye, Saggy.